Hello and welcome to the channel The BI Nerd. My name is Sarah.
And my name is Java. In today's video we will create an awesome dashboard from scratch in just few minutes. The dynamic dashboard will look like this.
This is a salesperson performance review dashboard. Every manager should have this type of dashboard.
In this video, we will learn how to insert data from multiple Excel files in Power BI. Conditional formatting. Power Query. Quick Power BI calculations. And obviously the Power BI visualizations.
But why are we making this dashboard?
Our friend Jenny, who is the sales manager, needs to hike the salary of her employees, but she wants to do it based on their performances. She has 3 employees reporting to her. We can create a dashboard from the sales data. Let's look at the data first. Here we have the 12-month data. We have columns for end of month salesperson, financed cars, sold cars, leased cars, first time purchase, returning customers, and follow-up customer sales.
The second table, we have the sales target set by the sales manager Jenny in beginning of the year for each employee based on their experience.
Perfect! Let's build the dashboard. First, I will select the Excel icon on the canvas to insert the sales data. A window will pop up and I will select my first Excel file to open. Next, when the Navigator window opens, I will select sales data and load it into Power BI. Our data is now inserted in Power BI. You can access it at the field section of the canvas. Now, I will insert my second table by selecting on the Excel icon at the top of the canvas, and then from the pop-up window, I will open the target file. Before loading it to the Power BI, I will review the data once in the Navigator window.
Once the data is loaded, I will then select, drag and drop the slicer icon from the visualization section. We'll now select the salesperson data to drag and drop it to the field. Now, let's format the slicer. I will make the orientation of the slicer as horizontal and then resize the slicer.
I will then remove the slicer header by sliding the button to left. Let's format the names by clicking on Values, and then increasing the font size, making the text bold and selecting the font color black.
Hey, Java, let's select a theme for our dashboard.
Yes, Sarah, you are correct. I will select the view from the ribbon and will select this theme. I will then add a background color to our visual. In the Values section, click on the drop-down arrow for background. I will pick the light green color.
Wow, that is looking great! We are now done with our first visual. I will now create a slicer for the date. Select, drag and drop the slicer icon from the visualization section to the canvas.
Add the end of month data to the field.
Let's format the slicer by clicking on Slicer Header, and then increasing the font size, making the text bold and selecting the font color black.
I will make the background as light green.
Let's format the slicer by clicking on Values, and then increasing the font size, making the text bold and selecting the font color black.
Hey, Sarah, the slicer heading is not looking right. Let's do this by another way. Turn off the slicer header. Then, go to General Settings and turn on Title. Add title as time period. Then, increase the font size, text bold. Select font color black and align the heading at the center. I will make the background as light green. Let's format the slider and change the color to red. I will now create a card. Select, drag and drop the card icon from the visualization section to the canvas. Drag and drop finance data to the field. I will now format the card. Let's make the callout value bold and black. Also, I will make the category label font larger, bold, and black. Go to Effects and make the background color yellow.
Good choice.
Thanks, and let's add visual border and round off the edges. I will also enable the shadow option.
We would want same type of card for leased and sold cars. So we will just copy-paste the existing one by commands Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Now we will just swap the data in field with leased data and sold data.
We now want a fourth card, which will be total sales. Total sales would be addition of sold, leased, and finance cars. To do that, open Power Query by clicking on the Transform Data icon at the top of Canvas. Power Query Editor will pop up. We want to add a column of total sales at the end of this table. Go to Add Columns and select Custom Column. Name the custom column as Total Sales. Then write the formula for total sales in the Custom Column formula area. You can select your data fields from the available column. Power BI has calculated the sum and created a new column as per our requirement. Go to Home tab and select Close and Apply. We can now see that a total sales field is added at the field section. We would want a card for total sales, so we will just copy-paste the existing one by commands Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Now, we will just swap the data in field with total sales data.
The card is displaying count instead of sum. We need to change the data type from text to whole number. To do that, I will select the total sales field and go to top of Canvas, and from the drop-down select whole number.
Let's change the function from minimum to sum by clicking on the drop-down arrow and selecting sum.
Let's add another card for target. I will copy-paste an existing card and replace data with target. Our goal is to filter the target data by date. Let's change the function from count to sum.
Let's check if our data cards are filtered by time period slicer. Oh, the target card is not filtered.
Jenny, the sales manager have set target for the entire year and not per month. So let's level load our target data in 12 months equally. To do that, open the Power Query Editor by clicking on the Transform Data icon. Now in this target table we want to add target per month column. Go to Add Columns and select Custom Column. Name the custom column as target per month. Then write the formula. We'll divide the total target by 12. You can select your data fields from the available column. Now, Power BI has added a column with target per month. Click on the icon at the top of column and select whole number. We need to change the data type from decimal to whole. Now let's close and apply the changes to the query editor. Power BI has added a data field of target per month at the right side. We will add this newly added data to our card. Change the function from count to sum.
Let's check the slicer filter now. No, Java, this is not filtering.
Okay, I will try to create a left outer join in between the two tables.
How can you do that?
I will open the Power Query Editor. Click and open Merge Queries. In the pop-up window, select Target Table as second table, and then select Salesperson column from both tables. This will create a relationship between the two tables. Once the column is added, I will select Target Per Month column from the drop-down to add it to Sales Tables. The column is now added. By doing this, Power BI will look for the salesperson in the target table and populate the target per month to the sales table for each salesperson respectively. Close and apply the changes. We can see that a new column field is added to the sales data field. We will rename this as Target, and will replace the card's data with Target.
Okay, let's check now. Woohoo! Yes, it is working now.
Next, we want to find out the target completion percentage. To do that, let's do a new quick measure. Select the option to divide from the quick measure drop-down, and divide the sum of actual total sales by the sum of target. You can drag and drop fields from the right side. This created a new measure, total sales divided by target. We will rename this as complete. Next, we want to use conditional formatting to highlight the target complete percentage background. To do that, I will go to the General Settings and select Effects from the drop-down and will select the option of Conditional Formatting. Conditional formatting window will pop up and we will format the target completion percentage card. The background of the card will change on a gradient scale from red to yellow to green, where yellow color would be at 50% completion, green color towards 100% completion, and red color towards 0% completion. The card is now conditionally formatted.
We will now add the line graph to dashboard. Select and drag the line chart icon from the visualization section. I will select end of month date, then drag and drop date to x-axis, drag and drop total sales to y-axis and drag and drop target to y-axis. Let's drill down the visual until x-axis is months. We can see that we have a constant line, which is the target line, because we equally distributed the yearly goal to 12 months. Now we will format the x-axis and y-axis. We will increase the size of font, make the font bold, and select black color. I will change the position of legends to center, and will increase the size of font, make the font bold, and select black color. Let's also change the color of lines. I will select red for the target and dark blue color for the total sales. We will turn on the zoom slider feature. This will help the user to zoom the graph at the y-axis. Next, turn the markers as well as the data labels on. We will increase the font size, make them bold, and we will change the color to black. We can also change the background color of labels to yellow and adjust the transparency. I only want data label background for the total sales series, so I will select white color background for the target series. Next, we would want to give title to the graph, so I will go to General Setting and rename the title as Sales per Month and make the font larger and bolder. And the last step is to make the background of this line graph as light green.
Good job, Sarah!
Thank you.
We will now select, drag and drop the pie chart icon to the canvas. I will move the data for first-time customer, returning customer, and follow-up customer to values one by one. Let me rearrange all the visuals so that dashboard will look presentable. Now we will format the pie graph. I will change the position of legends to bottom center. And we'll increase the font size and the text bold and black. Now, I will change the color of slices. I will select green, yellow, and blue from the options. I will also move the values to inside the slices, and from the label content I will select the percent total. Let's format the values larger, bold and black. Let's change the title to types of customers. We will make the text larger, bold, black and center aligned. Let's select light cream as a background color for the pie chart. In the visual format setting, I will now change the position of the legends to center left. We have now created all our visuals.
We still got one more thing to do. Let's add borders and make the visuals edges round. This will add a professional look to the dashboard.
Yes, you are right. Presentation is very important. Finally, we have our Power BI dashboard ready. This awesome-looking dashboard can now filter the data based on target and sales of the salesperson. This will create dynamic reporting and will filter the data as you click on the visuals. Jenny, the sales manager, can now hike salary of her employees based on their performances displayed on this dashboard. You too can create this dashboard by following the simple steps. You can find the link to download the dataset file in description and load this file in Power BI and follow the steps in this video. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel for more regular updates and check out other Power BI videos.